Welcome back, my dear viewers. Welcome back to our party. Today, oh, I am so very tired. I haven't slept good enough. Yeah, I haven't slept enough hours. I am tired. Really, really, really want. But we must go on, and so must I. So today we have a special session. Today we will be doing the first learning session every Wednesday segment where in the mornings and in the evenings I would try to learn something. Some music. I think you could too. Do have some copyrighted free music. I should have prepared some before it. Give me a second. Right? There we go. Okay, this is probably because I can hear it doubled. How can I make it so I can hear a music and hear the music by listening to it? Alright. Now no learning session can begin without some music. Need music. Okay, David. Yesterday I was kayaking. This is some relaxed vibes right here. Yesterday I was kayaking. My muscles are sore. All the workouts. Like my entire body is sore. And here's the thing, here's a pro tip. If you work out in any capacity, sleep more than 7 hours. You will feel so well. And at least sleep 7 hours, not like me. I did something very stupid. Sleeping enough hours. All that's... Wait. Focus. Enough messing around. It's time to get focused. Time to get physical. What is this? Track your... Really what I want to do, but very interesting. Alright. Let's see. And for learning. Dashboard. Google Dashboard. It's a simple. Can't bother you. I have to take it. We'll try it. So the first thing that I plan. what I like to do is to create a document, just any kind of a document. It can be dirty, it doesn't have to look pretty. I just create a jumbled mess, so just to get the idea across. But a messy setting usually triggers creativity. That's kind of what you want during the brainstorming phase. Once I have some sort of an idea, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some systems in that idea to make it a little bit systematic. After that, I will test the idea. If it works, then I would usually organize it. But I wouldn't start organizing right away. Just take up time and resources. There's no point. What I like to do is just write the title. The title is Programming. Damn you. So why programming? This is something I always wanted to do. Really no other reason than that. And the goal of learning programming is so I could build a game engine on stream. My advice, though, is not if you have a game idea that you want to do, really think about if the game engine is really necessary. I think building a game engine would really prove that you can do programming on a very high level, because it's supposed to be a very difficult project. Do I know? But that's what I've learned by research methods. Yeah, so that's why I want game engine, because I want to know that I can do programming well enough. I have to be the best, but I want to do it well enough. Okay, so it used to be a lot difficult game engines, like it still is, but it's way more easier now than you because of devices like ChatGPT. It's easier now because getting information on how to make a game engine is a lot more simpler. One thing that probably hasn't changed for programmers is that you need to be able to collect information. Like one of the best skills a programmer would have is the ability to go everything it needs. That's how it usually works. And that's because programming is problem solving. You can learn rules of the language, do some programs, but you still won't know everything about it. Only after you've done, I don't know, some amount of projects that you can actually call yourself a decent enough programmer. And I think this is just my opinion. This is an opinion from someone who does not do this day to day, and probably whose opinion is just that, an opinion. That a good professional in this field probably is just someone who did many projects. That's it. So even if you're a good programmer, probably don't know everything, and that is okay. Don't need to know everything. That's why we have Google. I also think that you shouldn't be afraid of the hard things you need to do. Knowing how computers work and how to control memory is very essential. So I think that starting with a programming language that allows you to control memory is probably the best one to use. Well, good morning to you too, Wei. How are you doing this morning? Me? As you can see, I look like shit. I feel like shit. Okay. I just need to last the day. You? Just, I said a couple of things that I think are perfect. Alright, it's evening for you. And this is so confusing. I wish the entire world could have one time difference. But if that happened, then that wouldn't be good. That would mean that flat earthers are right. Can't lose the war against the earth being round. It's out of curiosity. Exactly, the world would just blow up into pieces, little chunks. Actually, I'm pretty sure it would if the world would actually be flat, like a disc, and it would be turning. That would mean that as it turns, the pressure, not the pressure, but the disc would be pulling into sideways in all directions from the center, because that's just how it works. Technically, if it moves at the rate that enough moves, maybe it would actually explode. Oh, I really appreciate Wave for all of your support. You're awesome, buddy. Let's see, I had a question. What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen? I've seen, well, I didn't actually see in real life, but those memes where Wi-Fi names have some sort of meanings. Those were the best. This is a stupid question. I'm gonna dig it out. What's the best name you ever seen? The Butt 3060. Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay. Wait. I need to write something down. Wise decision will be. Yeah, same. I actually use factory reset names, whatever they put in. It's like the name of the brand of the Wi-Fi and QR567GBJ, something like that. And the funny part is exactly defaults. But the funny thing is that it's very hard to find them and we live in an apartment building. There's a lot of the neighbors and so on, and all of them have Wi-Fi because everybody has Wi-Fi, and it's very hard to find because most people use defaults. There's like a bunch of names that are the same brand, and you have to look for the list. That takes time, especially if new people come in. But that is not ideal. Okay. First thing I want to do, decide on plan, I guess. Where do I start? So here's my belief. Internet 5+. Yes, that's exactly it. You hit the nail on the head. First thing I need to do, prepare some sort of plan. And here is my belief that way you would probably learn this. There are probably many methods, and there's probably some methods that are far better. But I think the way you should learn this is by learning the basics of the language. Second, some projects of increased difficulty. Third is test your skills. The problem with programming is that it's not very easy to kind of test yourself. That's fine. Language I've decided on is C++. Gonna be C++. Not plus CC. And I think there's some great resource. There we go. So the best bootstrap for exercises and stuff like that is probably W free. I've done plenty. Technically, 5 years ago, I went through this halfway around here. Plus, basic structures and syntaxes, I actually already understand them because they're pretty much the same on language. Plus, quite recently, I went through W3 School of C. Went through all of these couple of projects. All languages have very similar syntaxes, especially C and C have very similar syntax. So C++ has far more things to it. Probably, I don't know. Classes are different. And even if you open the page, you can actually see that that's many different. So C has all of these tutorials. On C++ have all of the same ones, plus classes, plus errors, plus data structure. It's interesting that there's data structure here. This is something I have not learned, and this is something that I actually need. So I think that a good start would be all of this. Yeah. And not entirely sure if the stream is going to be interesting, but give it a go. I really appreciate it. Hey, maybe I can actually... That would be neat. Always wanted to teach someone. At the task. Task. Yeah. Then perfect. The language is C++. I will learning school. Only the basics. Basic. Remembering what I already learned plus what I haven't learned. And recording everything. Let's see. That's probably the... I do have a bunch of projects. Oh no! Dang it! Ah, pressed the wrong button and now the music's gone. I actually want something a little bit more spicy. I don't want... The rap music is so hard because so many people have taste. I don't want anything with words because they distract me. How about some heavy metal? Actually, I like it. Good. Wait. Should I like put a link somewhere on the stream? Copyright it? Can I get in trouble? Well, I'm not making any money out of this, so probably not. What do you think, Wei? Is this good music Or would you prefer lo-fi beats? Let's do lo-fi beats. Alright, I like your style. Find something copyright case. I should have prepared it. I should have prepared it before the stream. Now I'm choosing what type of music to put on stream. Really be working on whatever having my issue. I have trouble focusing. Always my attention always. Oh, okay, well that's royalty. There we go. Sounds. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Loud. Yeah, I like this one. Perfect sound to wake me up. Right. Maybe I should put a couple of flames on the stream, you know, on the sides and so on, just to be a little bit more badass. I'll do that later. What was I doing? Right, I have some project ideas I've gathered. Just find them real quick. What did you want to be when you grow up? Question. When I guess I always wanted to be a creator, specifically of games, comics, and such. But when I was like 3 years old, something like that, we had this calculator. It was like a big machine, and it looked like the machines that cashiers use on a daily basis. I really loved pressing the buttons. I was a little kid. I really liked pressing the buttons, and I'm not sure why, but I remember that I told my mom and dad that, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna be a cashier one day. So that was like a real thing I said. But when I grew up a little bit, what I really wanted to do was not this specifically, but create games. That hasn't changed for about 15 years. Or probably. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's something so satisfying, those things. My brain has fogged. What was I doing again? Right, looking for projects I could do. I have shit. There we go. Coffee. So These projects. Project items. About C. Just I thought it C. Then I realized, wait a second, wait a second. C is not an object-oriented programming. God dang it. But I'm pretty sure that most of these resources will translate to C++ pretty good. Worst case scenario, we can all probably... There we go. Bunch of projects. Try viewing one. Do we have here? Pointers and memory in C. Build a rocket. Play modular. That sounds amazing. And specific C. Maybe I will need a different places. Okay, no problem. There is something else I can do. I have this website, exosysm.io. And exploring 77 programming languages. Let the learning commence. Yes, exactly. Hey, we will commence the learning. Focused learning. We have here. What is this? Okay, this seems like a good find C++. 99 exercises. There you go. Just join one track and that's it. I have thought I logged. Authorize. I authorize you authorizing me. I've been authorized. Authorizer. Okay. Summary of terms of service. I agreed to everything and I'm not gonna read it because who actually reads it? 99. Oh look, you can pay or you could pay nothing. It's a free resource, so it's fully funded by people who actually donate. This is an amazing resource. So I guess now here's another issue I'm having. I always do too many things all at once. I have two resources. I have resources where I can learn syntax if I need it, and I have a resource of I'm sorry, it's not exorcism.io. It's exorcism. It is exorcism. What? Are we gonna learn how to summon ghosts? That's not what I wanted. Although it would be very cool to summon ghosts. Get to log level. Yeah, exactly. From video games to exorcisms. Now we used to stream games, but not anymore. No, now we talk to ghosts. Meet Dave. Dave is a friendly ghost. Correct. Find. This is a app side of object pieces. No, it's a string. No, it is an object. Okay. Upload new. Can find specific string inside of a string. That is very useful. Instruction. Oh, okay. So community post solution. I only don't want. Okay. Just copy out the. I understand the fact that you don't want to do all the work. Somebody already done the work for you. It makes a lot of sense, especially since coding takes programming. It takes a long time to do. Okay, we have a lot of projects here in C++, and I think that is enough. Ranges from easy to medium, whatever. So this is a tutorial. Sizes, then each projects you determine whatever given year is a leap year. This is a very easy one to do. I've done it in C++. All you have to do is just a bunch of math. That's it. There is a formula how you can calculate leap years. It's actually pretty easy to do. The only thing is, I am sorry. I don't remember how to do it, but I could probably do it without watching it. Anyway. Okay. And sizes. How much time do you think we should give ourselves? I kind of wish I could do it all today. I have like 2 hours today, and I could try do it right now and in the evening. Try to go through all of the C++. No, it's probably not gonna take. So I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks. So 5 hours, basically 5-6 hours. Read it by July 2nd. That seems fair. Here, there's far more exercises, so give like a month and just see where it goes. August 6th. And I have work to do now. Rest of my summer. I can't believe that summer is ending so quickly. Today is the 18th. I guess for you, Wei, it's 17th. I mean, it's already 18th, so I'm in the future. See how interesting my... You get coding, you get exorcisms and ghosts, and you get future. Back to the Future references. Yeah. Okay. Another very interesting that I found was HackerRank. So it's an online coding. Exactly. Very action packed. And we have music. Era suffered. Age higher than that. This is a very interesting. Or also get to learn math, and math is essential. Why is it like the most important skill to like have if you? I mean, you don't need math, but it does help a lot. Depending on the project, like if you're making a There we go. Now you can see it. There's a software engine problem solving cups. Those are my mock-ups. You can buy some of them. These are for interview. So I can test my skills here. And you can get certified with like problem solving. Covers basic topics on data structures, trace strings, and algorithms. I'm not very good at algorithms, so careful topics. And you have a bunch of topics here. Careful. React. Not be doing React, at least not now. Might want to create a website later, but the focus on C++, mathematics, data structures, very important. Algorithms. Yes, it is very interesting. Now, could you create a website with C++? Oh, we're gonna try anyway. Databases, functional programming, and yeah, so this is gonna be testing my solve a bunch of challenges. Also, this will help me get hired if I ever want to change what I do in my life, because why not? Because life is too short to do one job every single day. Then we have elite code. Actually, a lot of. This is still not my favorite one. I don't have enough. There is just one more page I really wanted to. I forgot how it's called. I need to find it. There's one very, very awesome page. Just don't remember how. Like the best page. And then, what made you smile today? What made me smile today? This is a terrible question to ask someone who just woke up. What made me smile today? Nothing. I'm in pain. I'm in pain for waking up so early in the morning. Okay, this is cool. But again, not paid. Scheduled everything. I want to. I think things through. Oh, this is GL. OpenGL is a API for graphic. So as we're gonna do game engine, we'll want to learn it. Well, this is for later. A comparison of modern graphic APIs. We'll come back to this later. So it should have been here. Let's see. Tackle. This is about open and this is about how to build a website. Okay, it's cool, but not. How do I do reprogramming? Yeah. Just wanted to create a program with a nice GUI. That means interactive display, because most of the programming probably start with is gonna be just basic text. Online courses, certificates. Let's see what else we got. It's for geeks. Hash table. This. Damn. I think I lost it. It was such a good website too. How is this song free of copyright? I'm pretty sure it's not free of copyright, is it? Can't be. But a GUI is so colorful and the text is so boring. Yeah, well, we can have pretty fonts. Like the fonts they used to... Do you know those intricate, ornate fonts with the squirrelies? We can have that kind of a font. We'll just make it very, very nice and very pretty. Everything is gonna look like a medieval letter. It's gonna be great, I'm telling you. So the reason I wanted that last one, that new resource, is because it had a very good tutorials and on how to make your own GitHub, sort of. And this is something you have to know. I haven't seen, heard, but as I understand, that a lot of people that actually do programming, they don't start with these types of things. And for you to actually go ahead and make your own GitHub or something similar, well, it's just called Git. It will help you understand how it works perfectly. So it would be best idea to actually do it as it, without it. Has great everything, doesn't have that one I need. Down. Bob. The hell? What are you doing here, Bob? It's the ghost. Told you, it's Bob. I find it funny that Bob is such a popular world name. Yeah, if I type Code Crafter. There we go. LZA boy. I knew I could do it. Because nobody is stopping this bitch. Just Bob. Bob. Code Crafters. And there we go. So in Code Crafters, you can do stuff like building your own HTTP server, building your own shell, building your own interpreter. So an interpreter will interpret programs, language. It's something that I really want to build. It's very useful. You can build your own Reddit, TCP server, the Reddit's protocol. I have no idea what it is. It is a Git. Build your own BitTorrent in case we want to become a pirate. Lose an eye and become a pirate. Then we can build this one. Build a DNS server. SQLite. So yeah, Code Crafters are very good. They have very good challenges that I would definitely recommend. Most of these can be done in C++, for instance. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so we have free resources. We have W3 School for just learning the basic syntax of things. Then we have Exorcism for exercises and coding projects. We have Code Crafters challenges, and we have HackerRank for testing our knowledge. Perfect. That's all we gonna need. Ideas, the language. Here's the plan. Step 1. Syntax. Cool. Step 2. I love it how life is so simple. Sometimes doesn't require too much. of anything. Let's see, exorcism.org. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying projects at. Do you spell exorcism.org. Step 3 is challenges. At crafters. And step 4. Test. We're gonna call this step test your might. Test your might. But hacker rank. Yeah, so do I. But the problem with this name is that now I want to play Mortal Kombat. I have not finished the newest one. Oh no, wait, I'm lying. I finished the newest one. But I also bought the DLC for it. There's more stuff with it. Jesus, what his name? What is his name? You know, way. The guy with the burned face and rip his body parts off. Don't remember what's his name. But I haven't finished that story, and I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen next. Havoc, yes, thank you. It was Havoc. A very cool name for a very messed up dude. I actually like villains like Havoc. Very interesting, I think. It's like the Joker. Like the Joker is one of the most interesting characters to have ever been made, I think. Very crazy character. And it keeps you on your toes, on the edge of your seat whenever you watch it. I like it. Okay. And just jump right in and start this shit. Let's see. Learning C++. I'm not gonna read through it all, but the important thing to notice is what I'm gonna create later on for my viewers on the YouTube channel. I'm not entirely sure how I should go through all of this and then teach other people how to do something, like tutorials on it, or should I just tell them, you know what, go here, go through all of this resource, then step 2, go through all of these resources, step 3, go through all of these resources, step 4, test yourself. Because legit, I think if you just did all of that would be enough. Maybe that's like example. Wait. Shoot. I need some sort of a compiler box. Compiler. Dude, not ideal. Okay. Oh, no. Ooh. I am so sorry. What the hell just happened? Oh, I accidentally copied the wrong one. God dang it. There we go. There we go. Now. Yeah, it spooked me too. Sorry. But like I said, this stream is very interesting. We have codes, we have jump scares, we have ghosts, everything you need. I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna develop some sort of jump scares for the viewers. Something to excite them, because honestly, just watching this, should I scare myself while I'm coding? That would be a lot more interesting. I don't know. I don't really want to have a heart attack. Cooking. Alright. So the first try it yourself exercise is very simple. Simple hello statement. Not something that'll be difficult. Wait. Say plus file. There we go. Thanks. Hold on a second. I need to write everything. I don't want to rewrite everything. I'm just gonna copy it. There we go. So each program has a couple of things. First of all, it has a main function. See, program has a main function. This is where you write most of the code. Except the functions. Functions will go either here or at the end. Get there. Then we have the include statement. So the include basically says which of the how do you call it? Remember how it's called. There's pack of data already of functions, basically. The package functions that is already written, and you choose which functions to use, and they're part of IOStream, for example. So basic functions like out, I guess, based IOStream. And then at every code, when you're using C++, you want to write std. But you wouldn't have to do this. You put namespace std by the system. So most of the projects you think this is gonna be the normal kind of configuration, except this one. This one actually executes a line of code. Oh, this is execute hello world. That is how you make your first hello world program. Now I just realized setup does not work because you can't see execute. Okay, well, two. I will visible. There we go. Now we can see everything. So yeah, again, this is how we make hello world. And you can do a lot of stuff. Change this. What's your strangest thing in your refrigerator? Let's see. The strangest thing in my refrigerator is probably a 2-year-old kimchi. I have a huge jar of kimchi in my fridge. I have no idea if it's good to eat, and I am too afraid to try. A while back, I tried to make kimchi because I wanted frog that would be very delicious and be very, yes, 2 years. And I wanted to make that product something I could eat easily, something that would be delicious, and something that would be very nutritious. And one of the nutritious, I don't know, things you can have is kimchi, apparently. And it's good. Apparently, again, I've never tried my kimchi. I wouldn't dare to. It needs to be fermented. All of this stuff you throw into the basket and to smell if it's fresh. Yeah, but the jar. It's a very nice jar and it's very old school. I don't really want to throw it away, but I will. I have to. Other stuff that's in my fridge that is kind of strange. A dead body. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't have a dead body. No, really, I don't have a dead body in my fridge. My fridge is small. A dead body wouldn't fit. Maybe a hand or a foot, but not a dead body. Okay. That's the basics. I don't write anything here, just not. That's what it's all about. And this pot just tells it what it returns. Return 0, that means that pilot, it's 0 here. If you don't put anything to return here, you will get a syntax error. If you didn't, it automatically returned anyway. Then what's the bloody point in writing to return anything? Get it. Exercise. Create a variable in C. You must specify the first. Specify what variables you specify. Create a variable named mynum. Another very cool, interesting thing. So let me explain this part. So the int is a variable. So before you use variables, you have to declare them. Usually you would declare them here. Or you can even declare it here if you want. It really depends, you choose. It doesn't matter. Then goes the variable's name. Here it says that the variable, create a variable named mynum. So mynum. Equal sign will set the variable to some number or a string depending on the variable. So different variables have different rules. For instance, init, well, you can init is just a variable for a number that is a full number. That means it has no numbers after a comma, and you can have full range of any kind of numbers. Actually, there is a limit to it, but the limit is very big, so it doesn't matter right now. Next, mynum. You can see the variable is named very strangely. The reason it's named that way is because mynum, in programming, usually we start the name of the variables from a small letter, and if we want to make 2 words in a variable, then the second word and the third word and so on and so forth will start from the bigger letter. That's one way to do it. Another way is that some people do a lower slash, put whatever they want to. That's the only way to do it, because if you separate it, put the space over there, it's not gonna understand and have just a syntax error. And then you use an operator. This operator is to set the num to a certain number. Number is 15. That's why it's a correct answer. Congratulations. Wait, you just learned variables. That's pretty much all there is to it. Display the sum of 5 plus 10 using variables. Because over here have already the sum to variables. Count will display those variables. It will display do the operation. This is also an operator. It puts the together. So it will do this calculation and then it will display it. So all you need to do here is make sure that you have the correct variable, which is variable x, and 1 to 5, and that's it. Very simple. In C++, you can declare multiple variables of the same type in a single line. Should be true. Actually, you know, I'm doing the tests. I'm not actually doing the tutorials. Yes, I remember a bunch of stuff. So the following is correct way to declare multiple integer variables collected A, B, or C. Is correct way to declare variables, integer variables. For a comma. I kind of feel like this is the correct way to do it. Like, you could do this. You could do this. And it would work. Show you. And there shouldn't be any syntax error. So the reason this works is very simple. After each line is concluded in the program, you put a... How is this called? ChatGPT, I need your help, buddy. How is this called? This little guy is called semicolon. Okay, so semicolon. We put a semicolon after each line. It's concluded. That's how the system knows that it's concluded. If you don't do this, the syntax there. The thing is that even though usually people write it like this, you can write it like this, or you can the big gap between the work, because for the interpreter it doesn't really matter. The compiler understands it one way or the other. For it has absolutely no sense of logic and spacing, and no, it just goes line by line. Whenever it sees it, it compiles it. That's why we put these semicolons, because that's how it understands that it has been concluded, whatever it is it's trying to do. If you put a what's it called? What is a comma? If you put a comma between two, will also work. So both of these answers are technically correct, but based on how this question is formulated, I would say this one. What is the output of the following code? It's 15. Do I look like an idiot to you? I can do basic maths. Ooh, speaking of which, I remembered one more thing that we need to do. It's kind of like a side project, something I will have to do constantly do. One of the most important skills to learn is maths, logic, oh shoot, man, I was just starting to have fun, but the stream has to conclude. Okay, I really hope that today wasn't too boring for you, Wei. I know I haven't talked that much, but the
learning and actually talking is a whole lot of difficulties. Anyway, I'm really hoping that this stream can become very popular somehow, because I like to teach, I like to learn something. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, Wei, and thank you, dear viewers, if anyone ever watched the stream. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next stream.